Guys, it's DDA here with another video for you guys. Today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm kind of going to do like a reaction type video. I'm going to watch the all the recap videos for the NCAA tournament. I'm only going to do the recaps for the games that I actually lost in my tournament bracket. So pretty much, it's pretty much any game that I picked wrong, I'm going to watch a recap for it. Alright, so first up, we're going to do Arizona and Wichita State. So let me go here. If you want to see all the recaps, just go to ncaa.com/madness-live/scores. I'll put the link in the description to make it easier for you guys, because that's pretty long to remember. Or I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, so we're gonna do, who did I say we're gonna do? We're gonna do Arizona, what did I say? I got Arizona, Wichita State. I picked Arizona thinking that Wichita State wasn't as good as they used to be, but apparently they proved everyone wrong, so we're going to go into this. Alright. Here we go, and hold up. It's off the screen. Alright, here we go. And play.
The South Region, Arizona taking on Wichita State in a 6-11 matchup. The Shocker allowing just 59 points a game coming in. That led the nation. In Arizona off to a rocky start. Alonzo Trier shoots one over the backboard. Miller saying don't sweat the small stuff, but pay attention to his dress shirt as the night goes on. Here on the break, the Wildcats turn it over. Well, now Miller's getting upset, getting a little sweatier. Kadeem Allen with the basketball now for Arizona, down by 7. He's called for the offensive foul, and Sean Miller saying, you know what, it's getting downright toasty in here at this point.
My man sweating through his shirt.
Wichita State's Fred Van Vliet picks the pocket, hits the other way with the coast-to-coast lay-in, and Sean Miller in Arizona ending the first half drenched in disapproval. It's 31-19 Wichita State. Miller comes out with some dry threads for the second half. Would it result in improved play for his Wildcats, however? The answer in a word, no. Ron Baker finds Shaquille Morris for the dunk and the foul. Watch the replay here. Morris telling Arizona, you know what? Go to sleep. This one is about over. Ryan Anderson down by 20 as Arizona. Anderson is called for the offensive foul. And the sweaty Sean Miller doesn't like it. He gets called for a technical. Arizona scoring 81 a game. They scored just 55.
Okay. So, judging by those highlights, they played a very, very sloppy game. Arizona did. Like Wichita State, they came out to play, and they were, for 40 minutes, they were just a better team. Yeah, so next we're going to do Iowa Temple. When was that? Was that today? Yeah, Iowa Temple. Here we go. Now, I actually saw the end of the fourth quarter when Temple was down like 5, like 30 seconds ago. I had to leave. I had to go to work, but I saw the alert where they went to overtime. So, I mean, obviously they lost, but let's check these out.
First round action in the South Region, Temple and Iowa. Little pregame hug between Temple head coach Fran Dunphy and Iowa head coach Fran McCaffrey. We start in the second half. Jared Udolph coming up with the steal. He lays it in at the other end. The Hawkeyes up by 5. Hawkeyes now in transition. Mike Gazelle to Nicholas Baer. And he lays it in.
Pass.
Iowa will lead up to 10. Now Temple's Obi Onechionya to Josh Brown for that corner three-pointer. Iowa up by 5, 61-56. Quentin DeCozy, he's going to drive, and he lays it in. Owls within 3 now. Now Iowa, keep an eye on this, will do a rare out-of-bounds play. Peter Jock will pass the ball from out of bounds to Mike Gazelle. And he's going to get fouled.
What the? Wait.
Now you watch the...
What the hell was that? So basically, my man... Well, I guess that is legal. Pretty much what he did in the inbounds pass was he waited for his teammate to come out of bounds. He actually passed it to his teammate while he was still while they were both out of bounds, obviously. And then he ran down the court and his teammate passed it to him. I know it's legal, I just never seen it before in an actual game. Oh shit, no. No, what happened? Alright. I think I went back too far. I think. Hold on, what the fuck? There we go. I think we're back.
He's going to drive, and he lays it in. Owls within 3 now. Now Iowa, keep an eye on this, will do a rare out-of-bounds play. Peter Jock will pass the ball from out of bounds to Mike Gazelle, and he's going to get fouled. Now you watch this play, that rare out-of-bounds play, and Temple down by 2. With that free throw, they're down by 3, 63-60. Next free throw's missed. Quentin DeCozy.
See, I didn't think Iowa was this good, but I've never actually watched any of the games.
DeCozy,
like, the only time I ever watch a Big Ten game is when Maryland plays.
Will tie the game at 63.
Pretty much
watch
it.
the replay.
I never really watched anybody else in the Big
Quentin
Ten.
DeCozy. So he will go to the free throw line for 3 pressure-packed free throws. He makes the first one, and the second, and the third. He makes all 3. The game tied at 63, and we go, to overtime. Here, Josh Brown finds Quentin DeCozy.
Push it. Throw it up.
Will get the layup, and he draws the foul, and he makes the free throw, but Iowa up by a couple. Now, Anthony Clemens comes up with the steal.
Being careless, man.
He looks for Peter Jock. He finds him. The layup on the foul. He makes the free throw. Iowa up now 69-68. Josh Brown at Temple. Going to hit the floater in the lane. The game now tied at 70. Mike Gazelle, three-point jumper. Daniel Dingle with the rebound. He gets fouled by Jared Udoff. He goes to the free throw line. Dingle misses both free throws. That sets up a last shot of the game. Mike Gazelle, the jumper. He misses, but there's Adam Woodbury. The putback, the layup, the buzzer. The game is over. Woodbury with a little shove. No foul called. He gets the game winner. Iowa beats Temple 72-70. They'll face Villanova in the second round. Meanwhile, the season is over for the Temple Owls.
They killing me, man. They killing me. All you gotta do is make your free throws, man. It's basketball 101. You make your free throws, you win. And they actually had a chance to win that too. That's why I'm mad. Man, cause my bracket could have been so much better, but everyone kept getting upset or losing. Like, that's crazy, man. Okay, here we go. Next, we're gonna watch Baylor and Yale. That was on the 17th, right? Yep.
Baylor head coach Scott Drew and Yale's head coach James Jones. Things got going. Yale looking good off the Baylor miss. Watch for Makai Mason grabs the rebound.
Jersey's
Pulls up the three
so
in transition
bright,
and gets it to go. Yale's up 34-28.
Wear that, man. One day wear some green or
off
something.
the Yale turnover. Jake
Trying to look like Oregon.
Jatorian Prince with a two-hand jam.
Little
Little hang time there. Take another look at it.
I like that.
Going in for the basket right there. Yale was up 39-34 at the break. Second half now. Ishmael Wainwright hitting the short floater right here. Baylor's lead was 40-39. Justin Sears off the inbound pass.
You know what's so weird
baseline
is I picked against Baylor, but then I picked Baylor,
Sam Downey.
but I picked
There he
against
is underneath
Texas.
for the reverse layup.
But they play in the
Donovan
same
in
conference,
one run.
which is
Yale's up
in every
55-46.
conference. Like there's only
In the second half, things get
one
tense
good
in the
team in the
Baylor
Big
huddle.
12, and
Rico
that's
gathers. Torian
that's
Prince is
Oklahoma.
changing words and glares.
So I don't know.
Meanwhile, Yale keeps on doing what they've been doing. Mason from outside pulls up with a jumper. He had 31. Yale's lead is at 64-51. Jonathan Motley misses, but Prince is there for the finish.
Yo, that
64-53.
putback though.
Now Justin Sears gonna take the ball and get the reverse layup right here for Yale. He had
What the hell are you
18
doing?
points, and the Yale lead was 70-64. Good board from Prince. Steps back outside the
Yeah, my
three-point
man got
stripe
game,
and gets
though.
that one to go.
He can ball,
Yale's
though. He
lead
can ball.
72-68. More from Baylor now. They put together a late game rally. Lester Medford drives all the way to the basket.
What's up with letting you guys just drive through the lane, man? That's like the second time I've seen that in these highlights.
For three.
Hey,
And
get
the
him
Yale lead
Prince.
is down to one at 76-75. With 4 seconds remaining, the ball turns over and Yale gets it.
Good
Take another
Lord.
look. 6.8 left in the game.
See, this is
Lester
killing me,
Medford
man.
loses the handle, and Yale
How
gets
you
the
lose the
win.
handle, dude?
79-75 over Baylor.
This is actually depressing to watch. Real talk, this is depressing. These guys are fucking up my bracket. Well, actually, they're pretty good in the West bracket. Like, they were the only team in that bracket that I've missed. I got everyone else right. So I guess I can't complain. I got 2 wrong in the South. That's the ones we did earlier. Arizona and Temple. Let's go over to... Oh, cool. So in the East, I only missed 1, and that was the West Virginia, Stephen F. Is that what they call it? Stephen F. Austin? Today. Stephen F. Austin. Yeah, Stephen F. Austin. Okay. Yeah, they destroyed West Virginia, man. What the fuck? Alright, let's set this up. Alright, let's go get this started. I can't believe they got beat that bad, man. What the hell? Here we go.
Stephen F. Austin, the 14 seed. West Virginia, the 3 seed. Both teams ready to go. And watch West Virginia's Tariq Phillips blocks Jared Johnson. And back the other way, the outlet to Elijah Macon for the finish.
Hey, let's go.
Virginia up by 5. Still
I mean, they was up early.
extra miles to
They're playing pretty good
pass.
defense out there.
He's going to finish it.
That's a
Laying
good
up
move right there, boy.
and one.
Hell of a move.
14-7
And
West
one.
Virginia. Trey Pinckney next time. He's going to get the pass.
So what happened?
Clyde Frost from outside for 3.
Okay.
West Virginia's lead is 3. Demetrius
It's a
Floyd
tie game now.
gets the
What
ball
about-
after the rebound.
Dude, you gotta
Back up
fight
the
for it
floor.
now.
Here he is. Stops
Dude,
from
what the hell was that?
Floyd. Stephen F. Austin's up 31-28 at the break. On to the second half. And Thomas Walkup warms up. Gets the 3 ball to go right there, making it 36-28. Deshaun Page gonna drive, make this layup and the foul. Lumberjacks lead is 43-39. The next time they beat the press. And who's open in the corner but Jared Johnson for 3. 56-47 to score. Then West Virginia has problems. They lose the handle, the turnover.
Let's
Back
see what
the
these
other
guys
way.
turn the ball over
Demetrius
late in the
Floyd
game.
gonna put it up there, and Clyde Frost gonna bring it down. Thomas walk up, quick release, had 33 to lead the way. Lumberjacks do it. 70-56 final score.
Okay, when you think about it in hindsight, I could have got all these picks right, except for this one. I don't think I would have got Stephen F. Austin. Like nothing would have made me pick them. Like regardless, if I had to redo this all over again, I still wouldn't pick Stephen F. Austin because just because nothing would change my mind on it. I would, if I had to do this 100 times, I would 100 times still pick West Virginia. I think they just had a bad game. I don't think they didn't come to play. That's why. Which it's stupid. Like we work all year and you don't come to play. Makes no sense. Let's see. So let's move down to the Midwest, which is the last part of the bracket. Now this part of the bracket destroyed pretty much. Well, not really. It didn't destroy too much because I only really had. Well, yeah, that's the bracket. Jesus Christ. Let's just go into it. Let's go Purdue, Arkansas, Little Rock first. That was today, right? Pretty sure that was today, right? Come on, that was, I mean, that was Thursday? What the hell? Was that really Thursday? Ah, man, shit. Yeah, it was Thursday. I'm losing track of days, man. Yeah, well, I keep thinking today was Friday, but it's actually Saturday. But yeah, that's good. I literally just got home about like an hour ago before I started recording this. Let's get into this. Purdue, Arkansas, Little Rock.
Little Rock alum Derek Fisher in Denver to watch the 12th-seeded Trojans
I didn't know
face
Derek
off
Fisher
against
with the
5-seed
Arkansas
Purdue.
Little Rock.
Spin it ahead second half. Vince Edwards gets it right back, knocks it down. Boilermakers led by 14 points under 5 minutes to play. But
a lot of people
here
don't know
comes
what
the
most NBA
Trojans.
players went to
Josh
school,
Higgins
so
drives and hits the floater.
it makes sense.
Little Rock down just 7. Down 6. Higgins drills
So
the
Purdue
long
was up 6 with
part
a
of
minute and a half
10-0
left.
run for Little Rock.
Yeah.
And it's a 3-point game, 65-62. Key defensive
Fucking
stop
ridiculous.
right here. Roger Woods knocks it away. Ball goes over. At the other end, Trojans down 3. Higgins drives, dishes. Liz Sochi, 2 of his 14 points, down just 1. At the other end, Dakota Mathias hits the 3 wide open, and Purdue looking good up 68-64, down 4, under 30 seconds to play.
Dude, you got a box
Sochi
out.
knocks it down. It's a 1-point game. Now, after Purdue would hit 2 free throws to go up 3, Higgins, with the clock under 10 seconds, pulls up,
Good
knocks
Lord.
down the 3-ball. That ties the game
Yo,
at
this
7.
man hit
Purdue
that shit
had
from
5 seconds
half
left,
court.
but the Boilermakers
Like the
are
beginning of
stunned.
the logo
And this game
on the,
is headed to overtime.
like you know how there's the logo
One
and
more
it
look
spreads
at the
out
key
like
three-pointer
halfway
by the senior.
on each side of the
and that will
half
send the
of each
game
side of the half courts. He pretty
to the
much shot that
first
shit
overtime period
from the beginning of the logo.
in the first OT.
I'm like, what?
Boilermakers on the go. Vince Edwards drives.
Push it, push it.
scoop. He had 24 in the game. 74-73.
Okay.
Near the
Get your
end of
free
the first
throws,
OT. Brian Klein misses the
That's
free
how
throw.
you
Would
lose,
have given
man. You gotta
Purdue a
hit your free
3-point
throws,
lead
man.
instead. Higgins
Jesus
drives
Christ.
coast to coast, and with under 20 seconds to play, game tied at 75. Purdue, a chance to put it away. Last possession. Edwards.
Drive the lane, man.
Short jumper would not go. Desperation for Little Rock. No. Game headed to a second OT. And Little Rock is pumped in that second OT. Higgins drives, swings it.
Good
Jimmy
Lord.
Osei. Derek Fisher loving that. Little Rock up 80-75. Higgins, this time, he wasn't giving up the rock. He scored 31 in the game. Trojans up 83-79. Then, Little Rock's Marius Hill misses both free throws that could have iced it at the other end. Purdue, no, Johnny Hill loses control. Higgins now to ice it away with under 2 seconds to play. He couldn't make it, but the desperation would not go. Little Rock pulls the stunner, 85-83. Next up, Iowa State.
Okay. There is a very disturbing. There's a very disturbing trend I'm seeing at the end of every one of these games. Is someone's turning the ball over. Like I don't understand that. Someone's always turning the ball over at the end of the game. That's it's I can't explain it. It's amazing. Like how? Alright, so Ayanna and Iowa State. Now actually, for some reason, I don't know, I was just being different. I actually picked Iona to go to the Final Four. Why? I don't know. I think part of it was because they beat Monmouth, and I wanted to see Monmouth in the tournament. So I was like, hey, you beat them, I'll make you the Cinderella pick. So, I mean, they got beat by 13, so that destroyed a fourth of my bracket. But hey, whatever. I'm not doing a second chance, by the way. I'll live with hopes.
Iowa State coach Steve Rome would like what he sees from his team early in the game. This is Abdul Nader comes up with a deflection, and he's rewarded at the other end with the alley-oop. An 11-0 run for Iowa. They had an 11-5 lead in the game. Watch Monte Morris drives the no-look dish. Georgia Niang with the finish. Then Iona gets going. A.J. English gets it to Jordan Washington. Lays it up here right here. Scores 34-24 Iowa State. Then A.J. English. Into the lane. And the floater that goes. He had 28 points in the game. Still in the first half. Matt Thomas, the pull-up jumper in the lane that goes. Iowa State up 42-33. Go to the second half and watch Iona's Isaiah Williams. Drives. He's going to leave it for Jordan Washington with a big finish with the one hand. Washington, 26 points, 12 rebounds.
Ooh,
and then Niang drops the defender. Gives the alley-oop to Jamil McKay, who finishes. One more time. Niang lays it up there. McKay with the finish. Iowa State up by 10. Now Niang gets the ball and drives and finishes with the two-hander. He had 28 points. He's going to be a lottery pick. More defense. Niang comes up with the steal. Throws the long outlet pass. Morris lays it up. Morris with 20 points and 8 assists in the game. Monte Morris coming up with a takeaway. Gets it ahead to Nader. And Nader lays it up with the left hand. He had 19 points in the game for Iowa State. But off the A.J. English turnover,
I actually seen that on Twitter. His little dance.
Takes it all the way back and lays it up and in. Iowa State with the win. 94-81 the final.
There's nothing really to say. I mean, Iowa State handled business like a top seed should. Not like everyone else. They underestimated their opponent. But Iowa State did not. So congrats to them. They will play Arkansas Little Rock. Seton Hall Gonzaga. This is also like with the same boat with the Wichita State pick. I didn't believe Gonzaga was as good as they used to be. So I picked Seton Hall. But I mean, obviously Gonzaga, they still got something in them. So, and he beat them by 16, which is pretty impressive. Alright, so let's get up in this. And then I got 2 more recap to do, and then that'll be it.
To the Midwest region on Thursday, the 6th seed Seton Hall taking on the 11th seed Gonzaga. The Bulldogs in the tournament for the 18th straight year. Domantas Sabonis going to work early and often, getting the ball on the block to make it a 9-5 advantage in the early going.
Oh, was that him?
Sabonis, same block, going to work.
Oh, I just noticed though. I just noticed that was him. He was the dude with the hair.
Meanwhile, Derek Gordon giving Seton Hall the lead. A nice kiss off the window, 21-20. With Sabonis just using his footwork. No challenge off the inbound pass. And a lay-in is good. Now, Isaiah Whitehead getting oxygen on the sideline in the first half. He came in averaging 26 a game in his last 5. He was 1 of 11 in the first half as Gonzaga led by 10. Second half, 4 from Sabonis. Just no answer for him inside. 42-27. Whitehead still struggling for the Pirates, though. He was 0 for 10 from beyond the arc. 4 for 24 shooting in the ball game. He finished with 10 points, missing a layup inside and still having trouble catching his breath in the second half.
What's 1 of 6?
Sabonis had no such problems for the Zags. Look at him, no challenge on the entry pass. And Sabonis just shoots up and over the defense. 21-16 as Gonzaga wins comfortably, 68-52.
So yeah, that was all. They exceeded my expectations. I did not expect them to win. But good job, Gonzaga. You proved me wrong. Who else? Dayton, Syracuse. This game right here pisses me off because I didn't think Syracuse should have been in the tournament. I don't know how they got in, but they got in and they won convincingly. So I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter as long as you get in, you have a chance.
First round game, Midwest region, 7 seed Dayton, 10 seed Syracuse. There are the coaches, Archie Miller and Jim Boeheim of Syracuse. First half scramble for the ball.
In case you guys don't know, Archie Miller, his brother Sean Miller, who coaches at Arizona.
Smith had 9 points in the first half, hit 3 3-pointers. Here's Smith. Going to send the alley-oop to John Smith, who finishes it off. Cook scored
I picked both of them,
points in the first half. Dayton was up by a bucket. Now Malachi Richardson on the wing. We'll get the open look, and he nails the three-pointer. Dayton up 15-13 at that point. Tyler Lydon races through traffic. Right here, the easy floater for the lay-in. That time to score 20. About 3 minutes to go in the first half. Malachi Richardson will find Michael Benajay for the three-pointer. Syracuse led by a bucket 30-28 at the half. Now in the second half, Benajay
kind of looks red.
Hits the open 3, top of the key.
No, it might
Put
just
Syracuse
be,
up by 10. He had 10.7 rebounds, 4 assists. And like so many before them, Dayton has no answers for the Syracuse 2-3 zone.
I don't know.
Pierre,
what would you call that color?
McElvain, Scoochie Smith, Kendall Pollard,
Scoochie,
all missing shots. Dayton shot just 32% from the field. Malachi Richardson here for Syracuse. Going to get the basketball. He'll drive it, makes the strong move, the layup, and the foul. He makes the free throw. Richardson wound up with 21, and Syracuse advances to the second round, dumping Dayton 7-51.
Motherfucker kids crying, man. I feel you, man. Jesus Christ. Last one is, I guess, the upset of the tournament. Middle Tennessee State and Michigan State. Nah, I picked Michigan State for the simple fact that Michigan State. I ain't think they're gonna lose to Middle Tennessee State. No one. I think they said it was like 2% of the brackets picked them. if you're on the website, they have like a little, what do you call it? It's pretty much a thumbnail for each recap, and it'll show like one player from each team. And the dude on the left from Middle Tennessee State, he looks smack dab. He looks like somebody, but I can't pick it. He looks like somebody though. Like his face, like the shape of his face is like, it's weird to me. I don't know why. He has like a weird. His face goes down. Like I don't understand. It's like some Crimson Chin type shit. I don't know. But let's go ahead and get into this final recap. And boom, there we go.
This is what puts the madness in March. The number 2 seed Michigan State taking on the 15 seed Middle Tennessee State. That Spartan star senior Denzel Valentine. Early on, Reggie Upshaw Jr. gets things rolling for Middle Tennessee State. He hits the 3 from the top of the key. The Blue Raiders would never trail in the game. For Middle Tennessee State now.
They never
Darnell
trail.
Harris looking for the 3-point shot, and he nails it. Middle Tennessee up 15-2. Here comes some bad Michigan State. Bryn Forbes. Bad pass turns it over. And guess what he gets? An earful from Denzel Valentine. So in the first half, Jaquan Raymond tries to find some separation to launch a 3. He does. And he's fouled. And he makes the free throw. Middle Tennessee up by 8. They led by 6. After the half. Look to the second half now, and Michigan State's Matt Costello going to find his way in the paint for the layup. The Spartans down from 2. Middle Tennessee State, Giddy Potts comes up with a steal. Gets it to Reggie Upshaw, who finds Perrin Buford, who dunks it. Middle Tennessee State up 49-43. Get ready for more. Giddy Potts.
That's all effort right there.
He's looking for a 3-point shot, and he finds it. Middle Tennessee State up 54-46. Darnell Harris going to get the basketball, and he's open for the 3. Nothing but net. Harris with 15 of the game. Bryn Forbes of Michigan State now. Going to try and bring the Spartans back. Open for the 3, nails the 3, and the Spartans within 3, 65-62. Darnell Stokes. He's going to look to find the open space. He does get some pass nails. The 3 Blue Raiders up 5-5. Some good ball movement coming up for Middle Tennessee State. Jaquan Raymond going to get the basketball. Ball fake, drive, reverse layup. He had 11 points. Middle Tennessee State up 77-71. Meantime, Perrin Buford going to drive, hits the layup and the foul. He missed the free throw. Middle Tennessee State up by 3. Giddy Potts dribble. Jumper. For Giddy Potts good. He had 19 points. Blue Raiders up by 5. Could this really be happening to Michigan State? Final minute coming up. Michigan State turns it over. Raiders will get it ahead. Reggie Upshaw for the dunk and the free throw. He missed it. He wound up with 21 points.
Hey, that's the man with the face.
Cinderella, for just the 8th time in 125 games, a number 15 seed beats the number 2 seed. Middle Tennessee State over Michigan State, 90-81.
Oh my God. That killed a lot of people right there, man. That brackets. Man. But they came to play, man. So I mean, hey, you can't fault them, man. When you're the lowest seed, you gotta play with more effort. You gotta play with more heart. You don't. I mean, you're obviously not more talented. Like talent-wise, you'll never be more talented than them. but you gotta play. You gotta play better the team. You have to play smarter. You gotta play with more effort than your opponent. That's how these upsets happen. And it also works on the other side with the higher seeds. A lot of them are taking the game seriously. Like, I don't know how you don't take the first round seriously. You don't get a second chance. It's not like it's the NBA where you can take 2 games to try to figure something out. You don't get 2 games. This is it. Win or go home. So, yeah. So they'll be moving on, and they'll be playing Syracuse. I honestly think Syracuse will be in the Syracuse will make it to the Sweet 16. Even though I didn't pick them, I picked Michigan State to get all the way there. But yeah, man, we'll see what happens today, because it is Saturday. It's 3:56 a.m. So yeah. That's about it. That's all the recaps. Those are my reactions / recaps for all my failed picks. Yeah, I'm not gonna do one for the ones I got right. It's, first of all, it's too many, and second of all, I don't think it makes much sense to recap something. You know what I'm saying? I think the way I look at it, there's a lot more to critique when you lose than when you win. I think when you win, you can cover up some of the flaws. When you lose, that's when stuff gets exposed. That's when there's more to break down, there's more to dissect. I think that's why I think it's better to do it that way than to do it with all the victory picks. That's just something. That's the philosophy. I think that works for me. I think I'd rather learn through trial and error than actually just getting it out right, just correct. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's it. If you like the video, come back for more. Come watch more. Do the 3 things that everyone else on YouTube says every single video. You know, the 3 things they always say. They say it at the end of every video. There's 3 things they tell you to do. I'm not going to tell you to do it. You already know what to do. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't, you don't have to. Okay? So that's it. It's DDA signing out. I'll see you guys probably in a couple days. Peace.